This is Card Craze 2539. This is the 242 tutorial. If you haven't seen the performance, please click the cards. Alright. So you need 10 specific cards for this trick. You need 4 aces, 3 tens, and 3 kings. You don't need these specific cards. You just need a 3 of a kind, another 3 of a kind, and a 4 of a kind. These are the cards I like to use. That's why I use them, of course, because I like to use them. So, you need a 3 of a kind, a 3 of a kind, and a 4 of a kind. Doesn't matter which ones. Okay, now here's the setup for the trick. You need any 3 of a kind, and then a 3 of a kind on top of that, and then the 4 of a kind. So now it should look just like this. Alright? So, now what you want to do is you want to have the cards face down so the spectator can't see them. You want to tell them that you have 10 cards. You never want to show them the cards. Just say, okay, you have 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What you just did is you reversed the order. So now the 4 aces are on top. The reason you don't start this way in the beginning, why do you have to do much more work just to reverse the cards? Well, it's because you don't want the spectator to think you're lying, so that's why you start off in the opposite direction, opposite part, and you count off 10 cards so they know that you're not cheating. Right? So they know you actually have 10 cards. Okay, so now you're set up like this. Okay, now what you want to do is the name of the trick, 242. It's actually not that hard, 242, just remember that. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to, like what I did in the performance video, as you're doing this, you want to talk at the same time. Like, okay, we're going to play poker. Okay, now this is an odd way we're going to do this, right? So as you're talking, you want to do this. Count off 1, 2 cards, and put it to the bottom. Then count off 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and put it to the bottom. Then 1, 2 cards, and put it to the bottom. Okay? 2, 4, 2. Easy to remember, okay? So you want to do that as you're talking. Now you're set up just like this. Okay? Still not showing the spectator the cards. Now what you want to do is you want to set out 2 cards, and the spectator can choose either one. Whichever card they choose, they're going to choose a king. So just say they choose this one. Okay? Then you put the rest of the pile on top. Okay, now you ask them to pick a card for you. No matter which card they pick, it's going to be an ace. So just say they pick this one. Okay, then put the rest of it on top. Ask them to choose a card for them. No matter which one it'll be a 10. So then just say they choose this one. Choose one for me. It'll be an ace, no matter what. So they pick this one. Okay, now after we each have 2 cards, you don't want to say now we're going to do 3 cards. You want to say this is going to be kind of boring. Now let's speed it up. Because you want to have an excuse to have 3 cards. So just say we'll speed it up now. So go 1, 2, 3. They can pick any 2 cards. It'll be a king, a 10, or a king. So just say they pick these 2. And the reason that they're not picking the 2 kings is because the cards are face down. They don't know what they're picking, right? Okay, now 1, 2, 3. Which ones do they want for you? These 2, okay? Now you flip the last 2 cards over. You ask them to look at their cards. Say, okay, now we're going to play poker. Pick any card that would help you win. They think that if they didn't look at their hand, they'd take the ace because the ace is a really powerful card. But if they look at their hand, they'll take the king because the king would give them a full house. So if they think they're going to win poker, so they take the king. Right? Now that you take the last card, the ace. So now they have a full house, and you have a 4 of a kind with aces. Right? So that's how you do the 2-4-2.